Hello, I'm Tom, and this is Around the House with Kay and Tom YouTube channel. And thank you very much for watching this video. And today we're going to be cooking spaghetti. We're going to be using this Prego spaghetti sauce here. We're going to be using this Pick Sweet Farms 3-pepper onions and peppers and onions blend. We'll be using Spirelli spaghetti. We'll use a pound of ground beef, and we'll see what else we add along the way. So let's get started with it. Oh, and by the way, we're going to be doing it in this Ninja FOODi here. So, without any further delays, let's go. Okay, now to start with, we'll put about a cup and a half of this mixture I showed you a while ago in here, the peppers and the onions. Okay, go ahead and turn them around a little bit with this. Now we'll put it on the saute mode here. We'll turn on the power and then hit the saute. And it's on high to start with. So let that heat up for a second. This is a neat little tool here because it'll stand up, you know, because you just leave it sitting around somewhere. Show y'all something that I do constantly, so I just don't want you to do it. But you hit the power button and then you turn on the saute button, and you say, and it hits, and it flashes high, and so then you just ignore it. However, if you don't hit this start button down here, the pot's not getting hot at all. So make sure after you hit the saute button and you see the high come on, make sure you hit the start if you want it to get hot, because it won't get hot without you do it. Okay, now that's starting to sizzle pretty good, so now we'll take this pound of ground beef and put in there. I'll take my little chopping tool here, start to break it up. It's amazing how good that chops that ground beef up like that. Okay, now this is about all brown. I don't see very much even pink in there anymore, so I'm going to turn that saute button off. Okay, let it, I don't need it to saute any more than it is. It's already looking good. I'll tell you what, you could just about pour that in a bowl and get you some crackers or a piece of bread or something and just start eating, I believe. But anyway, now I'm going to try to see if I can get half of the spaghetti out of this box approximately. Now I need me one of those little gauges, you know, those little round gauges that shows you how much you got. So anyway, let me get going here. Okay, now that looks about like half of it to me. You know, so that's about the best I can do with it. So now I'm going to break it in half, or try to. Yep, there you go. And now we'll scatter a little bit in all different directions here. I'm trying to just crisscross it as you go, because if you get it laying so much right beside each other, you're not going to have nothing but a gobbled up mess, or you could have. There you go, like that, like a little bird's nest. You just sprinkle it around. Like that. You can use it for a little scraper, scrape that onion off the side there and get it down in there. All right, you just don't want them, you just don't want it all laying down there together. Now the next thing we'll do is pour this spaghetti sauce in there. Today we're using this fresh mushroom. And you got, I've been told that you want to get it as close around to the edge as you can so it seeps on down in there. We'll put something across the top. Okay, and then I'll put 2 cups of Swanson's beef broth in here. I like to use 50% less sodium. And so I put a little bit in this jar here because I want to shake it up real good to get the rest of the stuff out of there. There's no use in throwing it away. Oh yeah. Just, like I said, pour it around the sides as good as you can. And see how much better that jar looks now? It's all cleaned out. Okay, and then pour in the rest of your beef broth, the other part of the 2 cups of beef broth. Alright, and now, something I forgot to mention a while ago, well I forgot to mention the beef broth too, but then we'll put a can of these diced tomatoes in here, and today we're using these garlic and onion. Now we can just start pouring this stuff around on top and everything. There you go, that's about empty. Now that's about it. Now we're about ready to get started here. Now we're going to take this pressure lid and put on here. Make sure you turn the valve over here to seal. I don't think I forgot anything. Alright, let's let the lid go down on there and turn it clockwise until it stops. And now we're going to turn on the power, and we're going to hit pressure, and we're going to leave it on high, and we're going to go for 7 minutes. Okay, and then we're going to hit the start button. Okay, as most of y'all know now, this goes around and around like this. It'll go around like that probably for as much as it's got in this pot. Wouldn't surprise me if it didn't go around 10 minutes before the pressure got built up enough for it to start actually cooking. So we'll see how long it takes. But I think it's going to be about probably 10 minutes. So we'll see. Well, I gotta say, if y'all can join my channel and give me a thumbs up, I sure would appreciate it. And thank you again to all you people that watches our videos. Okay, now it's been going for almost 10 minutes, and you can see it just try to pop up there, but steam is coming up around this thing. And you don't want to hold your hand over it because it's hot. And it should be ready to pop up at any second now. And there it went. So now, these little lights are still going to chase each other around for a minute or two before it starts actually, well, it starts the countdown. As you can see now, the little button's up in the back and the little lights are still chasing each other around. It's probably been about 30 or 40 seconds since the button popped up. Now you people that use this all the time knows about this, but the new people might not know about. They might think something's wrong because the button popped up and it's still not counting down. Well, it's not. It's just a normal thing. Okay, that's been a little over 3 minutes, so it should be kicking in at any second now. Although there is a lot in that pot, as you saw. A whole lot of good stuff in that pot, and just about every bit of it will make you fat if you're not careful. Okay, and that just kicked in 5 seconds ago, so It took it about 4 minutes chasing the little lights around after the button popped up. So, like I said, that's just a normal thing, so don't think there's something wrong if yours starts doing that and you say, well, the button come up, why isn't it cooking? Well, just because it don't. And so we'll be back and check with it in a minute. Okay, we're down under 10 seconds now on this cook here. Now when it gets down to 0, this little, it'll say done like that, and after the done light goes off, this little keep warm light comes on down here. Okay, now all that is really is just, well, I guess it's keeping it warm too, but it's doing it'll actually do a natural release instead of just doing a quick release back here and popping off all that steam at one time. It'll do a natural release and just come out slow. Well, I think we'll let that clock run down for about 5 minutes before I release it. That won't take all the pressure off of it, but it might keep it from coming out so strong. I've heard rumors about if you let it quick release too soon, you get a lot of white foamy stuff coming out, and I just don't want to clean it up. It's a lazy streak in me. So anyway, I'm going to let it go for 5 minutes, and then we'll get back. That's about 5 minutes. That's about 5 minutes on the natural release there. And so we're going to move over here now and get ready to quick release it and see just what happens here. I got a feeling it's still going to have a whole lot of steam in it because that was a lot in that pot. So and it's still coming out, not near as bad. But then there was much stuff come out of there. Most of it just like air, you know. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I guess we'll find out in a few more seconds as soon as that little red button drops down. Okay, now it's been exactly 4 minutes since I hit the quick release there, since it started. And still, you can barely hear it coming out still. But this can't have much more in there holding it up. And there it went. So now let's see what's inside this pot. First of all, we're going to turn this handle here counterclockwise, and make sure when you pick this up you turn it away from your face. Don't pick this up in the direction of your face because you get a face full of steam. So pick it up, woo, face away from you. Now carry it over to the sink upside down, because if you don't carry it upside down, you're going to have a lot of water in the floor and stuff. Oh man, let me get something so I can stir this up, see what it looks like here. This is some good looking spaghetti right here, and I'm going to tell you, the noodles are not stuck together. The ground beef is all up in there, and the tomatoes. Oh boy, this is going to be so good. I'm going to have to get me a plate and get me some of this out real quick. Well, that looks and smells delicious. I'll let you know in just a few minutes how it is. Alright, let me see if I can scoop me a little bit of this out of here. Oh man, that looks so good. Better pick this plate up. Make a mess if I don't. That's going to be hard to get out with that spoon. So, I had to get it out. I'm going to tell y'all right now, that looks pretty good right there. And you wouldn't believe how good it smells. I know we should have our finest silverware in here to do this with. From China. That's too hot. I gotta let it cool off just a second or two. Eating on it now, it's cooled off a little bit. But it took a while for it to cool down. I guarantee you that in that pot still isn't cool enough to eat. That's delicious. I wish y'all would be here to taste and smell that. That is so good. I can't put it down now. I don't know, I'll probably have to. I'm gonna put a big dent in this pot before the day's over with eating this stuff. So anyway, this is my little video on how to make this spaghetti in this Ninja FOODi here, and it sure is good. If you like spaghetti at all, you ought to give this a try sometime. I think you'll really like it. This is a good recipe. So, until next time, thanks again for watching my videos. Can't say that much, how much I appreciate it. And y'all come back and see me as soon as you can at Around the House with Kay and Tom. I gotta get used to saying that. Y'all have a good day now. Goodbye.